Good morning, everyone. Welcome to your Thursday morning edition of Movie Mornings. How many times am I going to say morning? In the next 5 seconds. My God, that was a lot. Hey, we got tons of movie news for you. Superman trailer, Jurassic World. Triggering all the YouTube stuff to know, hey, we're talking movies. How's it going? It's a great cup. Listen, here's the rub, Levinson. If you're watching this prior to about 8:15 tonight, if you're watching this the day it posts, between the moment it posts and before 8:15, you are more than likely more aware of the Superman trailer than I am. And I am not jealous at all. Okay, maybe a little bit. No, we're live reacting to the Superman trailer tonight at 8:15 p.m. right here, Eastern Standard Time, youtube.com/hopefullyawesome. Come and hang out. I'm dying. I really want to see it so bad. James Gunn released a teaser for the teaser yesterday. And man, it just, it looks so good. And I'm so excited to watch it. And the fact that I have to wait an additional 12 hours and stay offline. Sucks. But I mean, I want to watch it with Maggie, She's at work. I'm going to work. We got to take care of dinner for kids. Even if we weren't live reacting to it, we still wouldn't be able to watch it till 8:15 anyway. So I digress. Everyone, let me know in the comments what you thought of the trailer. Just be nice. I'm joking. No, come back tonight. Watch the trailer with us. It'll be fun. I'm also going to post it on the Movie Mornings feed so that y'all can hear our thoughts on the trailer. That way I don't spend all of tomorrow's episode just talking about the Superman trailer again. Even though, let's be honest, probably still going to happen. All right, everybody. Time to get into our first news story. This comes from Entertainment Weekly. Nick Romano. We got how next Jurassic World sequel gives Dino franchise a rebirth, the beginning of a brand new chapter. Exclusive. It's a giant love letter to Steven Spielberg. Director Gareth Edwards tells EW of the Scarlett Johansson, Mahershala Ali, and Jonathan Bailey fronted film. It's a giant love letter to Steven Spielberg. To Gareth Edwards, the closest thing you can get to a real Skull Island on planet Earth is Thailand. The director of Godzilla 2014, which is phenomenal, and Rogue One, a Star Wars story from 2016. Also Monsters, if you've never checked out his Monsters movie, independent film, is fantastic. Ferried Scarlett Johansson, Jonathan Bailey, Mahershala Ali, Rupert Friend, and the rest of the cast to shoot Jurassic World Rebirth in Southeast Asia. He describes the variety of geography as very primeval? I need to learn how to read. Which is what you want for a movie filled with dinosaurs. I'm allowed to say this now that we're on the other side of it, but we shot in rivers and these mangrove swamps. When we were scouting them, we saw poisonous water snakes, massive ones that we had to catch. We kept it quiet from the actors as they spent a whole day waddling through the same area. And then there were giant spiders. They were poisonous and stuff on the edges of the trees. You just wouldn't point them out if you saw them. Just keep going. That's awful. For the scene shot on the ocean, they then went to Malta. Filmmaker mentions some water stunts. Okay, can we talk about like the movie? These locales were part of the back to basics approach to the movie, as the title suggests. The next Jurassic World sequel hitting theaters July 2nd, 2025. That's next summer. What the heck? I didn't realize it'd be here in 6 months. That's crazy. This is a rebirth of sorts for the franchise. Not that it necessarily needed one. People still flock to the theaters to see dinosaurs on the big screen. The last three each grossed $1 billion at the global box office. Still, since 2015's entry, which began a new trilogy, critical acclaim drifted downwards incrementally. The last installment, 2022's Dominion, with its return of Sam Neill, Laura Dern, and Jeff Goldblum, made about half as much as the first Jurassic World in the US alone, but at the end of the day, it still skirted over the $1 billion mark. Oh, poor Jurassic World Dominion. It only made $1 billion. The team behind Rebirth hopes to recapture the magic of Steven Spielberg's 1993 classic with real filming locations, less blue screen, and a pretty simple but compelling story with fresh leads. I can't speak for Universal, but it did feel like a new trilogy in a way, Edward says. I'm not sure what their plans are, but it felt like the beginning of a brand new chapter in the franchise. To me, it's a giant love letter, yep. There are moments in this movie that remind me very much of Jaws. It's like little greatest hits of all those aspects of his films that I loved growing up as a child. It's essentially a little adventure odyssey across the island, a survival story, really. I mean, that sounds good. 5 years after the events of Dominion, in which dinosaurs mingled with humans all over the globe, these creatures are now dying out. The present-day planet proved to be inhospitable to the prehistoric ilk, except for a small region in the tropics around the equator, where many of them now congregate. The three most colossal dinosaurs of land, sea, and air within this biosphere hold genetic material precious to a pharmaceutical company that hopes to use dino DNA to create a life-saving drug for humanity. Bingo! Dino DNA. Alright. Zora, who Edwards describes as a special ops ex-CIA type, is contracted by said company to infiltrate the region and extract the DNA from these monoliths. She has a sibling-like bond with Duncan, her most trusted ally, who captains their team's ship. He's kind of like the Ahab of our movie, Edwards says. Bailey is the paleontologist, Dr. Henry Loomis. He's out of his depth in terms of the military element of the mission. He's very comfortable on digs and expeditions, but not the life and death risks that Kincaid and Zora are getting into. Edwards likens the trio to the dynamic between Brody, Hooper, and Quint from Jaws. Let's see here. I'm just trying to see if there's anything else. Curveball to the story written by original Jurassic Park scribe David Cope is that Zora's team receives a mayday signal from a civilian boat that capsized from an attack. So on top of pulling off this dangerous mission, the crew now has to worry about the safety of the Delgado family, played by Manuel Garcia Rulfo, Luna Blasey. Obviously, it all goes wrong and becomes a situation that you enjoy watching as a Jurassic fan. Once you're on the adventure, the film doesn't let go until the end credits. The enjoyment of it is the moment-to-moment chase, escape, scare, horror, curveballs, and the whole plotting of the set pieces and the dinosaur moments. Well, I would hope so. Let's pause there. We're getting a new Jurassic World movie. They're resetting it by killing off all the dinosaurs, except for one island that still has dinosaurs. Sounds familiar in a good way. I personally liked the last Jurassic World movie, like the one before it with it's been a while, so I guess I can talk about it, but like the little clone girl, which ended up not being the case. Like, it ended up not being the case. But it very much appeared to be the case. Like, it was something. Like, there was something to her. But she, like, birthed herself or something. So, I don't know. It's something... Listen, I'm not that concerned about that part. But, like, the second of the Jurassic World trilogy did not really do it for me. The third one I thought was fun. Like, it was fun. There was enjoyable parts. I tell you, the best part was the little short that they released. It's like 8-9 minutes, Battle at Little Rock or something like that. Little Rock, Arkansas, maybe. I have no idea what I'm talking about. But like, it's a family and they're camping, and then a T-Rex and like that's great. That was awesome. That's probably the best thing from that entire trilogy, honestly. But that being said, I am glad we're taking it down a notch. You know, Jurassic World, it kind of makes the adventure too big. Everything's just a little too different. The whole world is different. And I think one of the things that makes Jurassic Park so fun is that it feels like it could actually exist somewhere. Like it's our world, if that makes any kind of sense here. So yeah, getting a new Jurassic World movie from Gareth Edwards. I mean, that's the other part that I'm like, this will probably be good. More than likely. Like, if I had to guess, I would say it has a great shot. We'll put it like that. Now, of course, once Universal gets their hands in it, I mean, who knows? Who knows what's going to happen, right? But as of right now, I'm excited for it. I love Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park, my second/third favorite movie of all time. First being Your Name, second being Back to the Future. So, there you go. I'll leave that at that. Everybody, let me know what you think about an additional Jurassic Park movie, Jurassic World. I'm excited for it. I think it'll be good. I mean, I like dinosaurs. I'm a 90s kid. I like dinosaurs. What do you want from me, Guys, I'm trying. I just can't stop thinking about this Superman trailer, okay? All right. This is from Variety. Mark Malkin exclusively reports that Courtney Cox is returning for Scream 7. Can I be honest? I thought Courtney Cox died in the last one. I don't remember exactly what happened in the last one, but for some reason I thought she died. I don't know. Courtney Cox has finally signed on for Scream 7. Sources tell me the actor will once again play Gale Weathers in the 7th installment of the beloved horror franchise. In September, Cox told me, "I'm not officially signed on, I'm not, but there will be a Scream 7. Not that Cox didn't want to return. She said she was still waiting for a final script, but was excited that the film will mark Kevin Williamson's first time directing a Scream movie. Williamson wrote the script for the first Scream in '96. You can't get better than that choice," Cox said. "It's going to be fun." At the time, Cox also expressed dismay that Dewey was killed off in Scream 5, but hoped filmmakers could find a way to bring him back. I mean, he's dead. So, I mean, like, he died. Like, I'm pretty sure there was like a funeral. I understand the reasons they did it, but whoa, talk about a missed character. She said, "Dewey is so loved by Scream fans, they have to figure it out." All right, Courtney Cox. I mean, I don't disagree, but like, I don't know. That's a bit much, right? I mean, I guess we could have like the ghost. Like maybe she sees him the way the lead. Well, who's not even in this one? They fired her because she was, speaking out about garbage happening in the world. People being awful. Rightfully so. Talking out about it. I'm not gonna get into it. Courtney Cox is back. That's exciting. You can tell my mind is just not with it this morning. I've just anyway, yeah. Courtney Cox is back. It's gonna be great. Maybe. We'll see. It could suck. Who knows? Scream 6 was fantastic. Scream 5 I really enjoyed. It felt like the franchise was going in a great direction, and then the studio was like, "Nah, you know what? Never mind." And they got rid of Jenna Ortega. Well, Jenna Ortega apparently scheduling conflicts, quote unquote. And then the other lead, which I'm totally blanking on her name, but she's great. They're gone, and so they're just like, we'll just take it back to the original cast again, because that's worked out so well every time. I'm sure it'll be fun. Last story, everybody. This comes from Discussing Film. Sonic 3 debuts with 89% on Rotten Tomatoes. It is the highest score of the trilogy, plus one of the highest scores for a video game movie. 89%. 89% for Sonic 3. I am stupid excited for this movie. Like, look, the first one, they've all been enjoyable. It's gotten better with each one. I am perplexed that it's an 89. That's a really good score. Y'all, what if this movie ends up being like fantastic? I mean, I knew, like, as a fan, right? As a fan of Sonic, not like a super fan, you know, but like as somebody that grew up playing Sonic, I knew I would enjoy this, of course. I've enjoyed the movies and stuff, but I mean, I would never argue that they're, you know, the greatest movies ever made. Like, I wouldn't argue that. But what if this one is? Like, maybe not the greatest movie ever made, but like, what if it's on like Spider-Man Homecoming level, you know? Like, what if it's just so good? I don't know. I don't know how to live in that world. But that's the world I want to live in. We're going Saturday to watch it. I can't wait. Shadow. I heard Idris Elba is wanting him and Keanu Reeves to do a Shadow and Knuckles show or movie or something. Because he was like, oh, you get us together. I'm not going to do an impression. He's like, you get me and Keanu together, and it's like, whoa. That's what he said. Oh man, this is gonna be great. Are you going to watch Sonic? Let me know in the comments, everybody. Let me know in the chat. How you feeling? What do you think? What do you think about Sonic? What do you think about Scream? What do you think about first thing we talked about, Jurassic World? Man, the Superman trailer. It's out. But like, when you're listening to this, it's out. It's fine. It's gonna be okay. It's a great day. That's it. I'm just gonna end it right there. Everybody, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Be sure and if you're listening on podcast services, give us a 5-star rating. I'd greatly appreciate it. If you're on YouTube, hit that thumbs up button. It helps YouTube know, hey, you like this, and it'll give it to more people like you, because you're awesome. But that's gonna wrap it up for me today. Remember, tune in tonight at 8:15 right here Eastern time, youtube.com/hopefullyawesome. We're gonna be live reacting to the Superman trailer, and I am gonna lose my effing mind. I'm gonna lose my mind. I gotta be careful, because 8 o'clock I usually get a little more explicit, so I'm gonna have to watch that if I'm putting it on this feed, or I'm just gonna go through and bleep it all, or I'll just leave it. F it. Alright, everybody, thanks for watching, and as always, have a hopefully awesome day. Goodbye.